Thanks to Brle, I got a bunch of footage of Sparking Zero, 3 hours in fact, and here are the people that he got that footage from. I just wanted to do due diligence, so I ended up cutting about 20 minutes or so of this footage, reacting to it on stream, doing a little bit of a breakdown. Here it is, but I figured it'd be more raw and emotional if I did it on stream, so if you want to see more stuff like this, check that out as well. Stream, that is.
So this video was supposed to come out like a week ago, but unfortunately, Hurricane Brle kind of barreled through my city, my town, and I was left without power for about a week. But hey, it's finally back. Let's get into it. Leave a like, do all that good stuff. Let's go.
But here's the title screen, apparently. And this is what the title screen's gonna look like. Pretty hype, pretty hype. I could full screen it, but it's gonna look kind of poopy because, quality-wise. And then right here. Here we go. So we're going through all the characters that are currently in the build. So obviously you got all the Gokus. So this is what I was saying as well. I was hoping that they were gonna do like sub-sessions. Like you click on Goku and then you get all these forms of Goku versus having to scroll through, and just see everything. I don't even see the fusions right now, but you could transform into them mid-game apparently. So then here's all the Vegetas. You know, I got Scouter Vegeta, and then you just got Big Boy right here, Grade 8. More Vegeta, more Vegeta. And then you're just going through all the forms of Vegeta. It's just like, bro, there are so many forms of these characters. So apparently, it's just funny when they said there's gonna be like this many like over 100 characters, when a lot of the characters are just gonna be, I guess, like rehashes of Sparking Zero characters, bro. It's just like they're all like Goku and Vegeta, essentially is what I'm trying to say. Like, and then here we go. Now we're actually getting into some like interesting stuff. So you got Gohan. Hey, look, it's Gohan again. Okay, now we're just getting the Piccolo, Krillins, the Yamchas, the Tiens. There's Trunks with 2. Oh, never mind. Oh, look, there is Gogeta and stuff. I guess they're just separate. That's weird that they kind of show up right there. Interesting. Ooh, wait a minute. Everybody get interesting animations? Okay, because before they were like jumping down, and now they're just like, okay. Is it like based on power? Okay, I don't know why the heck they got those special animations. I hope more characters get stuff like that. Like Mr. Satan Hercule, he goes, or something. This is actually kind of interesting to see like who's in the game right now though. Because quite honestly, I had like no idea like who was and who everyone like was. So I'm like, okay, so now we got the Broly's, of course. They like explained a lot, and now we're basically finishing up. We got Bertamo as the last one, which is like really funny. So apparently this is what it's going to look like before you, I guess, get into a match. So you pick your characters, and I guess you choose like the order, and then you just go in. And I love this. It goes straight into like the dialogue and everything. Like, it's actually amazing. Like, bruh. Do I have any idea what he said? No. But it's cool. But it's cool. And then there you go. You got your Engi. He's Engi. And now we're getting into some gameplay. And it's like your typical Budokai rump. You can tell. Like, look at that. Woo. The combos. So I'm interested to get my hands on this and then see like actual higher tier level players play. Because I gotta say, like, you can tell it's Budokai, but I'm trying to see some combos, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that these guys are doing bad. It's cool too, because they're like highlighting stuff. Like, you can see like right there. And then they swapped. Because like, it's just, bro, it's just amazing. Like all the UI and stuff that just kind of like pops up. Like, I love how refined this looks. Because in the older Budokai games, you wouldn't exactly know what moves you had. Or like, you know, it'd be harder to swap, but I like the system they have right now where it's kind of like a Xenoverse or something like that, I guess, where it actually pops up and tells you what move to do and like what button it is. Like, that's just really nice. And I would just get some like cool gameplay. I'm just kind of wanted to show off a little bit. So I just kind of kept all this in just to be like, wow, look, he's pounding. And then look, right there. It's like the GTA 5 like swap, but obviously it's a lot quicker because it's a fighting game. You want some snappy stuff when you're playing into a fighting game. There's the transformation. Awesome. It's crazy too how the audience is just chilling there. They're just watching. They're like, oh, I'm all good. Oh, I'm all good. It's okay. It's okay. Wowza. So yeah, so I cut like a bunch of like stuff like this, and I just figure, hey, let's show off some mechanics. And right there, we're already seeing a couple. I'm sure they used some blast gauge already. They swapped. There's the Gallic gun. I saw the boost button. So apparently in this game, the beams kind of curve. So I guess it makes it a lot easier to hit. And it's actually kind of crazy when you look at the damage numbers in comparison to like the other Budokai games, because they're a lot higher. So right there, they just showed the blast gauge, and they're just showing a mechanic right there. So apparently at the moment there isn't like any what's the word? Any like ring outs, but I guess they're gonna add that at some point, or like it's like an option to add instead of it just being like a natural thing, which would be kind of nice. So obviously right there did not get rung out. It's just the destruction of everything though is so great. Like for instance, when you saw Broly come in, just immediately that destruction stayed there, and I was just like, ain't no way. Like in the intro, the destruction was there, and then here's the, I guess the gum toss or whatever that's called. He's all wrapped in the little gummy gum, and then boom. And it's funny too because that's like, well, I want to say that's like straight from Fighters, but I feel like that's kind of cheap because I clearly was in the show. But it just shows that they really care about references. And I do think that's really cool that they're showing like references up from the show and stuff. Like you can tell they're not really lazy with everything. It's like how in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, the counter for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like the shoulder rub. They're like, bruh. And just like the redness of the Kaioken, like the colors are so great. Like the game just looks beautiful. And as you can see right there, they chose the fusion. And then obviously you could transform to blue after this if you so please, which they're probably going to do in a moment. But it's just like the water, just everything about this is actually really crazy. And like I said, apparently there's 2 control schemes. So there's going to be like modern and classic. And I'm just curious how all that's going to work, to be quite honest, because I'm looking at this, you can see some combo structure from like Budokai, but I'm wondering like what the difference is. Like, is it going to mess up some combos or something in their Stardust Breaker? Surprisingly, it hit, because I'm just saying, if you're playing older Budokai games, the CPU, they don't play. They don't play. So maybe they dialed them down a little bit. Who knows? And that looks like that missed. But you can see like there's even like explosion stuff. And fun fact, when you charge underwater, you actually do not charge as quickly. So I find that really cool as well. It's like, bruh, it's like the old games. And I believe that's probably what it's saying on the bottom, to be quite honest. It's probably like letting y'all know, hey, wait, hold up. So this is just amazing. And then when you go full power, I guess the darkness happens like Raging Blast, which is actually really awesome. Like it's clear that they are using references and they are just building up from all the other games, and it's just like, bruh, like look how beautiful this is. All I'm saying is they add a little smear in Gogeta's eye right there. Magnificent. That's all they need to do. Just a little bit extra, and I'm with it. And then there's my favorite. That's why I love Gogeta, man. That's the swagger. That's the swagger that I love to see. And then this, I feel like I had to just show off a little bit. It's Mr. Satan. Because the way Mr. Satan works in this game is so hype. It's different because you can tell he has no jetpack or anything. And I'm sure like a lot of this is like, oh yeah, I knew this already. I've seen other people talking about it. But now I'm talking about it, dang it. And it's just like, this is it, dude. This is the type of Mr. Satan action I'm trying to see in some Dragon Ball games, you know? Like just him being him. Apparently he jumps infinitely and he doesn't like... So, it's different. And I kind of like it. Because obviously he can't fly or anything. And then his charge animations and stuff is actually like goated. So here he is. So he can zoom around and stuff. Obviously, you know, our Mr. Satan. But like, look at this. There's the tricks. There's the light shows and tricks. Like the confetti and everything around him as he charges. Now he's just jumping infinitely. Which is kind of funny. It's like, oh, I can't control my ki. And I guess he's kind of floating. But he's like falling very slowly. Which is amazing. And then they turned the present into like an actual rush attack instead of like the counter. Because let's be real here, that counter move is so cheap. And then there's the boom, and it looks like Dragon Ball Superhero, Dragon Ball Superhero, which is actually just mwah, once again. Like just the effects and everything that they're adding, it's clear that they really care. So right now, Mr. Satan has 4 blast stocks. I don't know if he's gonna use them or what's up with that. But just look at that. Then he's gonna boom. Lost 1 blast stock. You can see right there, went from 4 to 3 on the top left. It's just like, what's his ulti? What's his ulti? Is it the Mr. Boo thing again? Or like, what are they doing? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. So then he's gonna like pop, 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 right? Yeah, so that's a lot like, that's very reminiscent of like and then he does dynamite kick. But Boo punches at the end there. Did you see him stretch right there? Like, that was actually beautiful. Because before, it would just kind of be like, oh, Mr. Satan kicked him and, you know, last second. But there, you guys you see Boo helped the whole time. It's just like, there ain't no way, man. Oh no, Mr. Satan's getting destroyed. And there he is charging again. the confetti, just everything is so well, like, referenced and stuff. Like, you can tell that whoever made this game really worked hard and really cared. Because it's just so beautiful. You can see Boo just smiling, like, all happy, like, playing with Satan. Because, you know, this is homie. And I guess that's random, and sometimes it actually will knock back, sometimes it won't. And then now it's going to show, like, some Great Ape stuff, which is really interesting. Look how huge they are to scale. Like, it's actually, like, for realsies, really, really good. I don't know how I'm yapping this long, but I'm going to just yap as much as I can. I'm really excited for this game. I'm sure it's kind of obvious. And there he goes. He's like, oh, yeah. I don't know what he's saying at all, but yeah. Yeah, you go, Vegeta. There's Beerus. There's Beerus. So, here they go. Here they go. So now we're going to see some Great Ape gameplay. I just wanted to show some giant gameplay because I feel like that's also very interesting to watch. So, it looks like some characters, for instance, like Beerus, who's very strong, are actually going to be able to do something, which is interesting and good. And to be fair, it looks like this gameplay looks a lot less stiff because when you're playing a giant in like the other Budokai games, it's just like very iffy. You know, it's not the best to say the least. Also, let me drop that a couple times. There we go. It just looks really like it ain't it, Chief. Also, I just like I like smooched the microphone for a second there, so. But it just feels super stiff on the other Budokai games, so I'm loving how it just doesn't look like that anymore, which is great. I'm just excited to see how it's going to play and everything. Obviously, playing on the World Tournament stage, if they do actually turn on the ring outs and stuff, that's still going to be a yikes. But overall, like just the flare, like the spin right there, perfect. Here we go. Big beam, big mouth beam or something. Nope, Gallic gun. Just like Super Baby 2. LOL. This is great, man. I'm genuinely curious if GT is going to be added, especially because they have stuff like that. It's like they totally could just make Super Baby 2 at that point, but just like, who knows? Like, I wonder how many reused animations there are going to be and stuff, because there's a lot in the older Budokais and nobody really cared, but maybe they do now. Who knows? But either way, it is just great. And right there, you can see him just charge up, all ready to go, screaming. The dirt, the grass around him, a little bit smurred, like just like burnt a little bit. Some good combos. It's just like really cool kind of seeing how the heavy characters play, because this game still looks fast. Like even playing as Brle, like it looks super fast. Granted, Broly's supposed to have his speed with his size, but like it's just like ain't no way. Like the waves of the charge anno, like just everything is so beautiful, bro. Like the destruction, the rocks. Like, I just cannot believe that this is coming out in October. Like, they announced it, and it's coming out very, very soon after they announced it, which is kind of rare nowadays. Like, 4-month wait is not that long to wait. And this looks pretty polished, and to think that they're going to polish it even more is very, like, reassuring. Like, this is amazing. Obviously, you can't do the most in 4 months, but you could definitely do stuff like I was saying, like eye smears. Like they could graphically change it quite a bit. They could polish up a lot of the kinks, and I'm with it, bro. I'm like with it 100%, bro. This is actually perfect. That scream, like he's angry. The hair moving, so great. And here I just wanted to show off kind of androids a little bit. And you can see that they just gain ki passively, and it moves pretty quickly. So like the old Budokai games, you can't charge until you're, I guess, full ki as an android. So it's really cool to see just how fast it actually charges, because it doesn't look as much as a nuisance. Because in the older Budokai games, playing as an android, I'm gonna be real, I didn't like it very much because the charge was so slow. But it looks pretty quickly here. And now we're gonna see some sadistic 18, if it hits. Yep. So I also just want to drop some of these, like, you know, super ultimate annos and stuff, because it's just like, bro, ain't no way. And then just the casual Johnny. That's how you say goodbye to your friends. So that's like really funny. There's like the most like friendly, so like I know it's like super passive aggressive. That's amazing. Thank you, anime, for teaching me that. And then here's the Super Saiyan God, like just looking up in the sky. Reminds me of like the meme where Vegeta's crying. And then here we go. Boom. Boom. I don't know what the heck he did there, but whatever it was. Oh, okay, I was right. He did like power himself up. So those are like animations. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if this could be like stopped. That looks really quickly. That looks super quick in comparison to the older games. Usually it would take like 5 minutes to actually power yourself up with a blast knock like that. But it really didn't take that long right there. And right there, he's sucking up health, I think. Or is he sucking up key for health? He's doing one or the other. Either way, he you know, he likes the sucky, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, pop it. And now he's all talking it up like I'm the best. Like, no, chill out, dog. Chill out, dog. You're 17, and I just wanted to show off some Gohan gameplay because Gohan's just cool. So the reason why I cut it the way I did was to show off some mechanics and just show off some characters in general. Because I feel like, I'm gonna be real, of all the gameplay I've watched, I haven't seen that much of Gohan. And it's just kind of cool to see a little, I guess, adult Gohan. I'm just doing the quotes if you're just listening. Because it's just like, bro, this is absolutely what we need right now. Look at that. Angie. He's angry, but he's going. There's the android barrier. Just, I can't believe how crazy this game just genuinely looks. Like, speed-wise, the beauty of it. It ain't no fighters, don't get me wrong, but it still looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, I just can't get over everything about this. Like, you could just clearly tell that they really care about it. So, the title of, like, I guess, of the stream and everything is, like, Xenoverse 2, or I guess it's Sparking Zero versus Xenoverse 2. And I'm just saying, there's clearly a little inspiration with, like, the way you select specials and stuff, and it's really cool. And the reason why this title everything is because, realistically, I'm just going to play Xenoverse 2 in a little bit. But, you know, to kind of just talk about it a little bit, just to kind of be like, hey, guys, I'm not clickbaiting. Like, you could tell there's some inspiration there. But let's be real here, Xenoverse had inspiration from Budokai. So, you know, like I said, I love how this whole game is just taking from, like, older games as well, like Raging Blast, powering up all the way, it gets dark. Just all that stuff. It's just so, tasty, like a Scooby snack. I'm just saying, it is actually great. And just, now we got Trunks right here. Trunks would go on, you know, they had to put them in the team together because they're just the best. And here's another special that we're seeing. And slash. Here he goes. Boom. Sword of Hope. That looked so nice. Stabby. Pulling up. Boom. Just wait till Merge Zamasu's in the game and you get to pop that. That's gonna feel so good. And obviously they got Trunks against the androids right here because you just kind of have to. And there's Final Flash, because Trunks knows the Final Flash. He learned that from Papa. He learned that one from Papa. Time up, and that's how it looks. That's time up, which hopefully we won't get time ups too often when we're playing through the game, because that would be very unfortunate. That means the game doesn't have enough damn moles within it. But from what I've seen, the damage numbers look pretty high, so I'm really excited about that. And everybody loves some Vegeta, so there's Vegeta's Final Flash. And the reason why I showed this was to show off, hey, it looks like they missed, but it still blew up the planet. Like, these planet destruction cutscenes are actually beautiful. The only thing I hope is they're not super long to the point where they just, like, I guess, cut off the flow of battle. But overall, that looks pretty cool. That seemed pretty cool. And now we got some Krillin right here. Of course, you need some Krillin gameplay. You need to show off some of them Destructo discs and stuff. So I got Krillin here with Brle, which is clearly the fastest in the universe. Clearly the fastest in the universe. I don't know who could be faster, possibly. And, just wow. Just wow. Boys charging up. World Tournament. All the destruction. Powering up. And then, as you can see, it got darker, like I've been saying. And I think we're finally going to see, hopefully, what I was talking about, which is the Kienzan, the Destructo disc. Nope, he did. Okay. He did Solar Flare. Did that hit from back there? Wait a minute. Did Solar Flare hit from way back there? If it did, that's nutty. That's like so far. That's like a really far Solar Flare. All right, here we go. So here's the Kienzan. Here's the Destructo disc. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you hit them, you get one giant Kienzan right there. One giant Destructo disc to end it all. Boom. Ouchies. You know, that clearly hurt Yamcha. I said to end it all, but, I mean, let's be real. If you got hit by that IRL, you know, it'd be kind of over. But that's what I'm saying. There was another time up, which makes me worried a little bit because I've seen a couple already. And it's just like, So hopefully it's not like that. And here's Final Explosion. You got to show off Final Explosion. So I had this cut right here. And there he is saying his like special statement before he just goes kablooey. And then there's the kablooey. There's the kaboom. And he loses off himself. And that's how I ended it. Because I was like, that's just a cool ending. Okay. I just really wanted to talk about that. So I cut up my own version of it. I didn't want to watch the whole 3 hours and then just yap the whole time because I feel like that's cheap. And also my throat would die.